Good day, lovely people. Good day, lovely people. It is Tomiko. It is Tomiko again. It is Tomiko, the social worker. I am just coming to check in, but listen, October is almost over, and I could not allow October to end without addressing the breast cancer awareness, without addressing domestic violence awareness. I am celebrating all cancer survivors. That is just that. I am also celebrating the domestic violence survivors. Before I continue, just a little bit disclosure. We are not here to attack anyone. We do not attack anyone on this channel. This is not a channel where we attack, but this is a channel where we address behaviors. We do not attack, but we address. So I just like to call it a short AA meeting. It is not for Alcohol Anonymous. I'm sorry, but this is just a channel where we do not attack, but we address behaviors. We address behaviors, okay? So this video, it's just to discuss domestic violence awareness. It is October, and I did not want October to end without discussing domestic violence. All right, so listen, I wanted to name this video perhaps you may have the wrong person. Yeah. All right. And the reason why I say that is because usually the people that initiates the violence have either been a survivor their own self of the violence, meaning that they were attacked by whatever. It could be parents, they could have been bullied, they were attacked, right, by violence, or they witnessed violence, or they have witnessed violence secondhand. Okay, so they could have witnessed violence in their home. It usually occurs at a young age. Not always, but it usually occurs at a young age. And so it's at an age where, they're children. And some of the feelings that come up when you witness violence is anxiety, hiding under the bed, putting both of your hands over your ears, feeling some type of nervousness, could be hiding under the covers, could be bending down low near a stairway or something like that. Sometimes emotions that you want the violence to stop, but you are unable, you're feeling powerless. And so because you're feeling powerless at that time, when you was a child, or at that time where you couldn't intervene or anything like that, all these emotions, different emotions come. A little bit disclosure, domestic violence, it is not about anger. It is about power and control, right? You control the other person, you control that environment, and you make sure that no one is not getting over on you, and that other person listens to what you say and what you do, or else. Basically, it is about power over one person and controlling another person. It is not about anger, okay? It is not about anger. So the person that witnessed this violence, as they was a kid, or they got hurt their own self, they carry these feelings, they carry these emotions to adulthood. They carry these emotions to adulthood, and it's not addressed. And so when they date or something like that, then something triggers them, something may trigger them, and then they lash out on the person that's near them. Really, that lash out, that behavior could have been for the person where that initiated that violence when they was a child, because you feel powerless and you didn't have the time, or you was unable to address it. Sometimes it is addressed with the next person that's near you, when it's really supposed to, when it's really meant for the person that made you feel afraid, that made you feel nervous, that made you feel uneasy, right? So it's these triggers that we get, and it's like, oh, okay, no, I have to get in control again. I have to remain in control, right? And so I don't want to feel that feeling anymore. And so now I become the controller over the person that I'm with now, right? And so that's where I get my topic, or perhaps really you have the wrong person. Perhaps you may have the wrong person. What you're demonstrating could be possibly for the person that made you feel uneasy when you was a child, that hurted you when you was a child. It's like the same thing as getting bullied. When you get bullied, then you start working out, you say it's not going to happen again, and then you become the bullier, right? It's just like you identify with the person's behavior, and so now you start mimicking that behavior because you need to feel safe. Nobody is not going to get you again. So I need to feel safe. So now I start to do the same behavior. And so that's some of the reasons domestic violence occur. I do have this picture up here. It does say power. I got this picture from, it says futureswithoutviolence.org. I connected with one of the team members there. Thank you so much, Mr. Juan Carlos, from sharing your information. I think the website is worth going on. Mr. Juan Carlos does also have a workbook for people who are the initiator of violence. I think I skimmed it. It is a great workbook. I went through it. I think it's worth going on their website. Okay, all right. So this is just power. These are some things that you can do. This is for the person that initiates the violence. And again, we are not attacking a person. We are only addressing the behavior, okay? We are not. This is not a channel we attack anyone, but we just address behavior, okay? And so these are some things that you can do. You can kind of pause when you feel like you're getting a rage coming on. You can try to organize your thoughts. You can try to think about where your feelings are coming from. You can think about the consequences of your behavior if you do engage in violence. And you can think about your values, okay? All right, so I got that there. I do have resources for help. I have additional resources for help. I will not allow this video to end without me putting up the resources, okay? But there is a 24-hour hotline, domestic violence hotline in New York. It is 24 hours. It is 800-621-4673. 800-621-4673. It is also a New York City. Family Justice Center. They have different ones throughout the boroughs. I'm going to put that information up as well. All right, and then I'm going to put the information up for the people that does initiate the violence. There is help for you too. There is help for everyone. There is help for everyone. No one should be left out. There is help for everyone. The key word is if you want the help. We cannot force it on you, but if you want the help, there is help for you, you, and you. All right, okay, so that is my take on domestic violence. Because if you're an adult now, and if that initial situation happened now, what would you do? What would you just leave it? What would you still go under the bed? What would you still hide? Would you try to intervene? Would you try to stop it? You know, would you call the authorities? What would you do? You know, what would you try to de-escalate it? Because now you're an adult, right? And you have some type of power to stop it. And so, again, that is my take on perhaps you really may have the wrong person, right? The rage that's coming out on this particular loved one is really probably meant for the person who made you afraid, and that's where I got my title. Perhaps you really may have the wrong person. So before I go, I am going to end it like this, right? I just wrote a little something. Something to think about, and it says, allow me to look inside of myself, for me not to blame anyone else. Allow me to see a side of me that needs to change. Allow me to help myself without feeling any negative way. Although I'm not perfect, I know I need help. The first step I can take is first to believe in myself. That is the first step of changing. I believe anyone can change. That is just my thought process. It's 2 more months to the year. We are all working towards getting ourselves together, okay? You do not need to announce anything, how you went on any website. You don't need to announce how you're going to change. Just take the steps to change. Just take the steps to change. Trust me, people will know you change by your behavior. Our behavior speaks louder than our words sometimes. People will know that change occurred from our behavior. So I am celebrating everyone. It is not by mistake where this video came to you. It's really not by mistake where this video came to you. Okay, so I am going to finish putting up my resources as far as getting help and things like that, and then we are going to end it. We are going to end it. Before I go, I know I've been having a lot of viewers. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Hopefully there's something I said that will help you, something I said that you can share with others, okay? So, okay, all right, I'm gonna go now, but before I go, always I say before I go, please take care of yourself, and by all means, please take care of each other, okay? Looking forward to talking to you real soon. Bye for now, take care.